Okay, I'm pretty sure what I want to do for the wenge side, we have to make a sandwich anyway. So I want to put this red heart sandwiched with some maple veneer in the sandwich. And that is going to alter our thickness by so much. But I've got a plan as is. So ideally, I would like to take, whatever we need to off the back of this piece and the front of this piece to make that sandwich the right thickness. And I'm thinking that thickness should be like 1 3/4 inches. We're going to have to, get the ash trimmed to that thickness too. So I think what we need to do, how we need to approach this, is cut the wenge piece as close to the curve as possible. And then all these other pieces oversized in every way possible to make sure that they get coverage. And then the other sandwich piece, yeah, we'll try to get the curve as close as possible, because the less routing we have to do on that curve on wenge, the better. And then in the end, once it's all sandwiched together, be able to just clean that one curve edge and have everything sandwiched all nice and pretty. Okay, so this is our top. Veneer, red heart, veneer, bottom. That's a sandwich. Well, in the end, it's going to be a sexy looking sandwich. Not much to look at the moment. Since we got our actual curve on the wenge side, on the top piece routed clean, that should be final shape. I'm trying to see what I think matches the best. Now, what I had played with in Photoshop is actually a little bit this way. Off of the piece, we would a little bit of the insertion or convergence of those two up there, we would lose, and that's not an option. We got to cover it all. So what I'd originally played with, the way this comes up and it loops back in, and I'd originally had it so that those loops kind of fell into there, which looked pretty cool. It's a little less without it, but it looks like if I shift the butt this way just a little, there's a whole lot of these things that line up. This just starts to loop back on a couple places, and I think that's a better looking placement, honestly. 1.75 inches. Alright, now I want to get the wenge pieces down to final thickness. I need them together with our middle piece, 2 veneers and that piece of red heart. All of that sandwiched down to 3/4 of an inch, inch and 3/4. Okay, I need to figure out how exactly to get this piece together where we have overhang with all these other layers, but as little as possible. That's one of the biggest problems I usually have dealing with veneers. It's hard to be precise with the edges, so you really need them to be overhanging, and when you've got veneers overhanging between layers, it's hard to tell if those layers are lined up. What I was thinking I would do, because the only thing that we've got, this is a final edge, everything else is in flux. I think what I'm going to do is get this lined up to where it's overhung everywhere as minimally as possible, and then drill a couple holes somewhere for registration pins. Then we can do that with the other layers, and then just piece it all together, I think. One of my main motivations is to have the least amount of wenge to route on that table as is humanly possible. I think we finally got everything under control. And this is my last layer that we need to poke guide holes in. Thanks for joining me. If you like what we're doing, if you're digging it, like and subscribe. Catch you next time.